Kit Guru is with Lian Li at Computex 2025. I can give you the 30-second version of the booth. This is going to sell by the container load, and it is the O11D Mini V2, priced at $90 without fans, $100 with fans. It's absolutely mind-blowing, and I love it. It is obviously a variation on the original O11D Mini, and you'll note here we have a horizontal GPU, a big horizontal GPU. If we crouch down a little bit, slightly tricky to see, the GPU is supported by a GPU support. You might think that looks quite dull, and I understand why you might think that, but around the corner I'll show you what is clever about this case, in my opinion, in addition to the angled bottom that helps air to flow up to that huge GPU through those 3 fans in the floor of the case. In the back of the case there's a full-size ATX power supply, but let's show you that GPU mount in further detail. In white and without all the RGB you can see far better, so that is the GPU support behind the graphics card here. However, we have a second GPU support, vertical GPU. You have a mount that goes on fans. I've never seen this before. It's obvious and it's really clever. So vertical GPU, horizontal GPU, they have you covered, they have you supported. LanCool 217 INF. We're aware of the LanCool 217 and we like it. This is the INF version. 2 fans in the front, an infinity mirror. You're probably getting a beautiful reflection of the two of us because it really is mirror-like. It's a lovely case, the price is perfectly reasonable, and I'm liking those huge fans in the front and the infinity mirror look, but it is purely an aesthetic update. Similarly with LanCool 4, priced at $130 in either black or white, you get 3 fans in the front, you have those huge cutouts in the glass, glass on 3 sides, glass on the main panel, glass curving to the front where the 3 fans are, and glass on the right-hand side. Lian Li proving you can indeed breathe through glass, provided you cut some socking great holes. And moving down the line, we have the LanCool 4 empty. It reflects like crazy, so actually the built version shows off the innards to better effect. Next down the line, LanCool 217. I recently reviewed this in white. Good case, priced at $120 or $125. Vector V100 Mini, depending on the color and whether it has fans, starts at $45, which is amazingly cheap. It feels a bit plasticky, but it also feels solid. That looks to me like a lot of case for not very much money. DanCase B4, micro ATX, aluminium, standing here in what I regard as the natural mode. And here we have the DanCase B4 in vertical mode. I imagine the fans that have been installed in this case cost more than the case itself. $100 for this kind of case is pretty blooming cheap. Vertically, it looks actually rather large for micro ATX in my opinion. Laid down, very small. Vector V200 is a larger version of the V100, $110. 2 significant things. This accessory screen in the side, which is actually built in here. So the price you're paying for that screen in this case works out to about $30 as an extra. In the front, behind the glass, we have touch controls for the power button reset and for fan control. That screen in the side, compared to some screens we've seen, is rather large. Let's step elsewhere and we can see that screen in glorious isolation. Described as an 8.8-inch universal screen priced at $85. Sadly not turned on, so it looks incredibly dull. And as an accessory, it comes with this bracket, which looks slightly complicated to me. We have 2 connection points, 1, 2. You can connect to either one or the other, and it connects to USB to control it. And that jacks it up from about $30 built into a case to $85 as an accessory. While we're here, let's look at some coolers, shall we? We have the Hydroshift II LCD-C 360N, and you will note C for circle, it means round, but we can get a better look at a similar cooler, that's priced at $160. We go to the left, to the Hydroshift II LCD-C CL priced at $180, and the control is on that dial there. We click the wheel, so clockwise changes how it displays, anti-clockwise changes the lighting pattern. No software required. That's got to be good, right? Hydroshift II LCD-Curved, an AIO cooler for $270, which is a lot of money. The explanation is the curved LCD on the AIO pump, which is not only curved, but also moves. It's controlled in software by Lian Li. If we come to the side, you can actually see the mechanism that's moving it back and forth. So you've got obviously control of the image itself, and you've got the mechanical movement of the unit itself. Surprisingly, the built version here is static, no movement. The image is moving, but the motor isn't moving the curved LCD back and forth. Not quite sure why not, it was earlier. You're clearly paying quite a lot extra for the privilege of mechanical movement. I'll leave that one to you to decide. Power supplies, DWS 1600p digital workstation, $310 coming next year. Look here at the connection point. Count the 12-volt high powers. That's right, absolutely none. Apparently, conversations with AMD and Intel led Lian Li to decide a workstation power supply doesn't need 12-volt high powers. It's pure PCI Express. And then you have a converter cable, 2 8-pins, becomes one 12-volt high power. Moving along, we have the RS series up to $180. This has the, trying to move it with one hand, and a hand model rotates the power connection, which on the white one is far better than it is on the black one. And again, or perhaps he's just stronger fingers. Thank you. And then we have these plates. And once you decide on the mode you want to use, you screw the cover in place to make sure you don't go moving things once the cable's actually up and running. Okay, that's nice and straightforward. We go to the left. We have the budget RB series. Maximum is 750 watts, priced at $70, very cheap. You will notice, if I turn it round, it has built-in cable management. I'm not sure I've seen that on a power supply before. Quite a neat idea, and I imagine incredibly cheap. But to the left is something we do like the look of, the SP series. SFX power, up to 1,000 watts, and priced at $190. Those look potentially rather good. And we have a load of fans, loads of RGB lighting. So here we have the cheap Unifan CL wireless going up to a 3-pack of $55. Moving across to the right, the more expensive Unifan TL wireless, $104 for a 3-pack. And then we have the SL Inf wireless fans that we saw at CES in a preview, a 3-pack, $105. All about the infinity mirror along the edge. These fans have 3 lighting zones per fan. Up on the wall of beauty, we can see lots of fans all working away. And as we can see, they're controlled by this laptop, which has a high security system of a piece of paper and some pen. And the dongle here, as it says fans, is what is controlling the wireless fans. We go to the right, we see another dongle in the back of the PC. The PC itself is full RGB bling, including strimmers. And on the right there, we see a screen showing the open RGB software, beta version I note. And that is what's powering the whole light show. Okay. This is Kit Guru with Lian Li at Computex 2025. We've seen loads in this booth, and that new version of the O11D Mini is an absolute banger. Do please check us out on TikTok, and we're at kitguru.net.